Hi, my name is Don Quinlan, Powerhouse Engineer here at Labatt in Edmonton. Given the mandate of reducing our utility usage by 3%, we went to the technological community to achieve this goal. We invited BMC Technologies to come in and give a presentation of their power savings and quality equipment, ElectroFlow. We were so impressed with ElectroFlow that we asked them to come back and do an audit of our electrical system. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you Boyd Carlson, President of BMC Technologies.
Thanks, Don. ElectroFlow was designed by Dr. Mike Murdad of ETI in Columbia, Missouri. In the 1990s, ElectroFlow was introduced into the Canadian market with overwhelming success. We at BMC Technologies seen the potential for this in the Alberta region. At this time, I'd like to show you the operation and the features of the ElectroFlow equipment.
ElectroFlow is a renowned energy-saving and power conditioning system, whereby using a special computer modeling technique, a system can be designed for any facility, no matter what the size. ElectroFlow will improve power quality and save money through voltage stability, load balancing, reduced harmonic and transformer losses, while protecting equipment and machinery. Other benefits are reduced maintenance and downtime. The initial survey is free, and we provide you with an outline proposal of your facility and cost savings. All this can be done after gathering certain criteria, data, and a short period of monitoring at the facility. When accepted, we perform our link analysis, which requires a more in-depth study of the plant, whereby the custom design is created for that particular facility and the location of the units are determined. An ElectroFlow system provides the following standard benefits and features for an electrical distribution. Improves and levels out the voltage, thereby increasing equipment efficiency and longevity. Reduces phase current and balances the load over the 3 phases while reducing equipment maintenance and failure. Shields against an infinite number of surges and transients, thereby protecting your equipment and investment. Filters broadband harmonics, resulting in increased equipment life. Improves power factor by reducing reactive and apparent power, thereby improving system efficiency while eliminating possible related charges. This is done without any capacitor bank side effects. Frees up wasted kVA capacity of the electrical system, thereby allowing additional loads without requiring any transformer or capital expenditures. In summary, ElectroFlow's savings benefits are reduced kilowatt demand, a reduction in kilowatt-hour consumption, eliminates power factor penalty, reduces monthly electrical bill, and reduces maintenance and downtime. In addition to the basic package, there are 4 optional features that can correct any ongoing problem at a facility. These are: maintain and increases voltage during temporary low line voltage, supplies continuous voltage during short duration intermittent supply failure and line switching for up to 1 second, filters specific and multiple harmonic distortions. In case of a phase loss, ElectroFlow can quickly detect and manufacture the lost phase from the remaining 2 phases and can maintain the plant load. What you are seeing is a K1-5 unit that is under normal plant load. As we stage down the unit, you can see the load in amps increasing and the power factor decreasing. Installation of the ElectroFlow units must be installed within 20 lineal feet of the distribution attachment point. 98% of the units are connected in parallel and can be installed in low, medium, and high voltage applications. As we stage the ElectroFlow unit back up, we can see the power factor improve and the amps decrease on the main transformer distribution. Each stage is protected, monitored, and activated as it is required or not required. If a failure was to occur in a stage, it would isolate itself offline and the rest of the system would continue to deliver its functions. The design layout of this transformer is a K1-5 unit along with 4 satellite units in specific locations out in the plant. This satellite is connected to the motor control center with a 100 amp disconnect and has room for expansion if the load ever requires it. It is located 300 feet from the main transformer, whereby improving voltage and stability to the production equipment downline. As the plant production is reduced, the satellite units will shut down as required and the main unit will continue to regulate and protect the plant. The ElectroFlow units are manufactured here in Canada and are comprised of a combination of components, which include inductors, reactors, capacitors, resistors, filters, and a ladder logic processor. Now for more on the process of getting ElectroFlow installed at Labatt Breweries, Edmonton, here is Gerald Page, Project Manager.
Thank you, Boyd. Prior to final installation at Labatt, we needed to speak to those organizations currently utilizing ElectroFlow technology. BMC had provided us with a list of 5 companies. They ranged from Famous Player Theater to the Ford Electronics division. After speaking to these individual companies, we found that most installations were covered off economically within the first 1 to 2.5 years of installation. 2, increased power factors, reduced brownouts, power blips, and reduced plant loading. At this point, I'd like to introduce you to Monique Meunier, our resident engineer at Labatt, who will discuss further the installation and share with you some first month savings with Labatt.
Thanks, Gerald. Once we had a look at the technical data that Boyd had given us and the background information that Gerald had done, our next step was to determine the cost savings that we get at our plant here in Edmonton. We looked at our invoices from January of 1999 and compared them to our January 2000 invoices. So far, we've had savings of $2,000 a month. BMC Technologies has guaranteed us savings of $56,000 a year, which is a 4-year payback. So let's look at some graphs showing power factor and kVA improvements. Our first graph shows power factor and kVA for a week in November where we ran 31 brews. Our power factor was 85% and our kVA was approximately 2,000 to 2,500. Our second graph shows a week in the month of December where we ran with our capacitors off. Our power factor then was approximately 80% and our kVA was 2,000 to 2,700. The third graph shows a week in the month of January where we ran with our ElectroFlow units on. You'll see that our power factor jumped up to 95% with less fluctuations and our kVA dropped to 1,700 to 2,200, again with less fluctuations. So you can see from these graphs that we're getting the power factor and the kVA improvements that we're looking for.
Less than 6 months has passed from our initial meeting with BMC Technologies until the installation was complete. As Monique stated, this has been a very successful and cost-effective endeavor for us at Labatt Breweries here in Edmonton.